It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Colts and the Rams, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down. Decent field position to start this drive. Now, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 44. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's the 2nd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. The Rams have it. And he rumbles recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But boy, he looked comfortable. What a return, what a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. And nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take over now for the second time. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football. And
a hit, and he has lost the football. The Rams have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting into the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. First carry now for Khalil Herbert. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. He's got his man, right side. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Indianapolis. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
Richardson. His throw left side is complete.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. 3rd and long. Now Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They go play action with Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately. Then the result is a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Rams. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to
go. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In middle, and he's got downs. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. To throw, it's Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. The throw on the run is complete. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here's Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 2-yard pickup. Next is 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On play action, Richardson. That is caught downfield by Pierce. A gain there of 27 yards.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation.
It is brought in the end zone. Gosh down. Touchdown, Colts. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's the gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Stafford now on 2nd down. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
First down, it is Williams. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, Richardson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And this time, they'll just keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's to Higbee, the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Back to throw is Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Kenny Pickett, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Give up the middle to Taylor. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9. Richardson. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Richardson gonna hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a first down. 12 yards there, and a first down. First and 10 now from the 36. Richardson to throw. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. They'll run the draw here, and it's Herbert.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The Colts about to kick this one away. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The motion man is Nakua. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They run over center with Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Taking down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
It's another run here for Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than with some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. That is caught side of the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's taken in by Higbee. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Cameron line up there defensively.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, right side, he's got it. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Stafford. It's caught. It's the tight end Higbee. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 1-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchins. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Looking to throw, Richardson. There's that man again, another catch. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. He'll try and run for it with Herbert. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Richardson. The second down throw is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. To throw, it's Richardson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Alec Pierce, touchdown Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Rams offense and Puka Nacua getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll run again. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Looks like a design run here. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Rams have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Rams offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Oh, the defense snuffed that one out. He'll lose yardage, mark him back at the 3. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Williams. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this... That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive back.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a 1-possession game. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. A 1-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll go with Williams. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 52-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. He'll clock it there with 10 seconds to go in the game. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So it's a win here for the Rams. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.